right, we are back live. I'm hoping everybody. So if you guys can talk for a second, I can check the audio.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
That is perfect.
He wants us to talk.
Yes, I want you guys to talk. I'm hoping the sound is great because I'm monitoring from like 2 different outputs, so I'm hoping that sound is perfect. Hello, everybody. I'm hoping everybody had a great holiday. We had a blast each on our sides. I'm sorry for the people that were waiting for the King of Castle game. We had a few last-minute cancellations, so it didn't happen, so I just want to apologize for that. Let me just put some music here. So, here we go. So, how was the holidays for you guys?
Pretty busy, pretty great.
I had to actually cancel some of my things. Decided to cancel my dad, sadly, and yeah. So, just stay home and stay warm.
Martha and I went international. We traveled through Canada to get to Michigan, so we were international travelers this holiday season.
Wait, what? How?
So there's no way that's faster.
It is.
Is it because
City,
of the?
We go to Buffalo through Niagara,
yeah.
past Toronto to Michigan, versus going through Jersey, Pennsylvania, Ohio.
It's actually the same for us if we're going towards Halifax. So, for example, from Montreal to Halifax, the straight line drives right through Maine, I think. Vermont, Maine, whatever.
Okay.
That one there. So it's actually
one of those states.
One of these states, anyways. So it's actually faster to cut across. Sadly, there's no highways or anything like that. So it's all like backwater, like paths and stuff. So it's like slightly good at best.
It's still faster with customs though, getting through the checkpoint.
I mean, if customs is slow, then it'll gum it up. But the driving distance is an hour and a half faster, so it's very rare.
And
I've never had trouble getting through customs, but my favorite going through customs story is pulling up and the attendant asked if we had any weapons in the car, and I said we're going to a medieval thing, so we have like, swords and spears, and they said no, American weapons, which was the greatest thing I had ever heard.
Do you have American weapons?
Yeah. Do you? No. Do you have any American weapons? And it's like, oh no, we have none of those. Well, then you're
like
fine.
real
Come on through.
weapons.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
That was the best. No, American.
That is. So it's funny because I often travel with Brian Canadian. So we call him Brian Canadian because he's Master Brian from here in Montreal. Very cool guy. And whenever we travel, like one of the things that the Americans ask us is, "Are you traveling with more than $10,000 in cash?" And he's always like on cue, like, "No, but I wish I was," type thing, and just like, shut up, just like, shut up. But we found that if you make them laugh, you cross faster. And I also have the privilege of living right next to like a very like small border control area. So when we cross this, the first like thing that the people are gonna ask you is, "Why are you crossing here?" So I'm like, okay, am I like trying to avoid like the big one? And normally we just say, "No, I just live like 10 minutes away." Okay, cool. And then we just breeze through. Like they ask us like fancy questions and that's it. But it's really actually good. So, a few announcements before we get started. So we are back from the holidays with our usual schedule, meaning that if everything goes right, every two Thursdays, we should have an episode up around the same time, so 8 o'clock, up until normally 10-ish. And this is basically why this is the only episodes and only thing that are on Twitch right now. You can still follow us on YouTube if you wish to have the rest of the content. So if you've missed some episode, you want to catch up or anything like that, we also have a very cool recap. And we will be starting to get working on the second recap, or the portion that we are working right now. The link for this can be found on the About section in our Twitch channel, so you can check that out over there. So I mentioned that everything is, of course, available on YouTube. Let me just go through my little notes here. So I've recently lost my job, meaning I have a lot of time to dedicate to all of this. I lost my job because of Canada Post and the strike that happened over there, meaning I'm getting a lot of effort into building the community that we have. If you wish to join us, join the community, if you're a watcher, if you're a follower, or anything like that, here on Twitch or YouTube, you can check in the description of the About section, and you have a link there to reach our Discord server over there. Any questions so far? Everything's fine? Sorry, I'm really, like, powering through all of these. And what it basically allows you is that you're gonna have heads up on pretty much everything that's going on in the community or anything like that. You can also get a chance to chat up with us, and you're always welcome to do that. Letting you know that we're also 4 followers short to reach a goal of 160 followers, which is amazing. I never thought that we'd even have more than 20, but just doing for fun for now. I've set up a little challenge for my guys right here. So if we reach 200 followers, the party will benefit from 1 random rune of their current level. And if we reach 30 people in chat, they will benefit from 1 random magical consumable. So basically, anything that they wish will be rolled on a random table, and they could have it. Also, we have prediction going on right now. If you check the chat, I believe that Lucian just started one over there. If you do predictions, you will earn experience points that can be spent to buy various things, helping out the party again, either random items or a chosen items, as long as it respects the specs directly from the archives of Netis. You can check that up on Google. This is the official Pathfinder 2 source book. Everything is through there, so you can verifying it over there. I have so much more to tell about it. I'm sorry, guys. Thank you so much for being patient with me. Also, if you, it is my goal and hope to have more Dungeon Masters slowly using the Crit Crafters Twitch and also community. So at any time, if you like anything that you see, you can go check on. Hey, thank you for the follow. That's 1. So 3 left to go. So if you have ever at any point you like what you're seeing, you'd like to play a game with one of our Dungeon Masters or anything like that, you can check on startplaying.game and look up GM Crit Crafters, and any Dungeon Masters of the community can be found quickly that way. So you can basically book us for anything like that, or if you want to see what is currently being done for them, or that the games that they're currently doing, you can look it up over there. Last but not least, again, as I said, I recently lost my job. I'm taking care of my kid at home, and I'm trying to create some passive income. Yay! Internet. If you check out, yes, if you check Etsy and Amazon and check Crit Crafters there, I have slight shops opened up. It is for very nerdy apparel. So right now, there's just 1 shirt for the Crit Crafter logo on it at a very cheap price if you want to acquire it. It's a Gildan shirt, so it's actually very good shirts. But slowly I will populate it with other things, shirts, mugs, dices that I intend to make on my own. So if you're ever interested in all of that, and of course you can all... Hey, Samson! Wow, you are not subscribed?
Nah, I was a part-time friend. But, 7 episodes in, I guess I'll be a regular follower.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Starting next week, also, you can, every 2 days on TikTok and Instagram, there will be posts over there about various content, various stuff. So you can check that out. Again, some of the more stuff that I'm trying to get going. So, Jesus Christ. Okay. Thank you so much for that reaction. I really appreciate it. It's really touching to see you guys doing all of that. Wow, okay, guys. I don't want to cry. So, last we left off, I decided to make a little... So, last game, when it ended, I had drank a little bit. I had not drank in a while, and I was a bit plastered. I'm sorry for that. To make up for that, I decided to make a little recap. In a bard's way of last game, so that we can get ourselves started well this evening. So if you would oblige, and listen to the tale I have to tell. Hear now the tale of valor and woe, as through the Greenbelt's heart did our heroes go. To the Staglord's keep, with dangers abounding, where owlbear cries set the nights resounding. Upon the walls the guards stood stern, the party's clever words found no return. But Nakri's vision did the plot unfold, a spirit-hunted temple in secrets untold. A fair one's name to open the gate, promised in whispers by a spectral fate. Yet McCree kept this truth alone, leading the party where his hearts had flown. By the Tuskwater's edge, they sought a cure for a sister's plight, her fate unsure. Candlemere's whispers, a light unseen, pulled them onward through the verdant green. At river's crossing, worms did rise, ancient dragons in cunning guise, though victory crowned their valorous fight, an unease lingered through the fading light. By the river's bank, as the sun took flight, they pondered their path beneath the coming night. Injury stung, yet their spirit burned bright, for the next chapter awaits in the shadow's delight. And so we begin tonight's episode of Kingmaker, episode 7, Into the Gnarl March. We find our heroes just having set up camp near the river of Tuskwater, where the fight had just happened with the Tazzleworm. Again, this uneasy feeling still inhabited them. Party, the floor is yours.
Is it daytime or nighttime?
It is slowly nighttime. It is daytime fading into nighttime. So the oranges in the sky. Of course, since we're still into the late winter, or rather like winter slowly giving way to spring, the days are still very short. So the sun goes down around 6-ish, making travel pretty much impractical or not at all possible.
Looking around the area, is it safe to start setting up camp here?
It would be safe near the riverbank. You do find a little area there that pretty much everything can be set it up with basically a good view on the river as it flows. And I'm going to bring up this for you guys. Here we go, the camp sheet. Are we still going with Gilali preparing the camp?
Of course, it hasn't failed
Yes,
us yet.
please.
Excellent, and this is a success. Perfect. Following that success, we have multiple things that we can do. Nice, wow. Thorin Olet. Thank you, Thorin Olet, to subscribe to the channel. It's really appreciated. Alright, so, multiple things that we need to do. The Shenanigators. I mean, Shenanigators could be the name of the group, especially with the horse that we have, which is, you know, very important. So.
Oh, our trusty steed.
Our trusty steed, yeah. Yes. Mihao Bialy. So, who wishes to do what?
Oh, Necre will go off and do his hunting and gathering.
Hunting and gathering, excellent. For Necre.
I did drop the actor from above.
I am going to cook a delicious unburnt meal.
So you will cook.
Yes.
Excellent. What about you, Vess? What about you, Lucian?
I'm either gonna organize watch or ride performance,
Or?
depending of what Lucian wants.
Yeah, no, I mean, you go ahead. I'll follow up after.
Okay, well, we'll do the perception thingy.
The perception thingy.
Yep.
Meaning?
Organize
the-
it.
Oh,
Organize
you will
the watch,
organize
sorry.
the watch. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. And Lucian?
I'll do Healer's Blessing to help people heal.
Excellent. So let me see that here. So this is a failure for the hunt and gather. While it is a failure, you still gather around 15 basic ingredients, which is not as much as you'd expected. 15 basic ingredients, pretty much like you caught like 3 rabbits, cut out into certain amounts, so that's like not as full as you guess, but you do have a success for the perception, so meaning that if anything and you're attacked, you will benefit from it. As we pass on, is there a meal? I'm just gonna remove these guys from. Give me a second. I'm gonna put y'all in skip meal for now. So you have a choice of either taking a ration, or a basic meal, or a hearty meal. Gilali, what type of meal would you cook?
A hearty meal.
A hearty meal, excellent. You would use cooking or survival?
Cooking.
Cooking. That is a success. And here we go. Just give me a second. And who wishes to have a hearty meal?
No, Cray will have his sister's meal.
Excellent.
I will also eat from that.
Perfect. I'm guessing Vess and Gilali as well.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. For this sake, you will be consuming rations for that, and you guys can have that. Since consuming 4 rations, 16 basic ingredient, you are missing 1 basic ingredient, sadly. So one of you will not, of course, decided by a complete fate and chance will decide who will not have the benefit from that hearty meal. And that being done, we are moving on to the day. Anybody wish to do anything before the day pass? Or rather, the night passes?
Nothing out of the ordinary. Breaking camp, getting ready to move. I believe we're heading south now down along the riverbank.
Well, actually, we fought the Council Run because we found a pathway
Yes.
path. So
Yes. So if we verify this here. So, you were basically crossing the ford right here. So if you follow the river, and you basically need to head basically west of that, allowing you to cross the river basically into the forest right west of this.
Oh, I thought we did. Okay.
No. So you cross the river here. Just give me a second. I'm going to do that here.
and so I want to ask the party: do we want to risk going southward, or just go around the river that we can clearly see on?
I think southward.
Well, like
You
obviously
mean-
southwards, but like, do we want to go like southwest or just southeast?
Oh, southeast. We need to get to that island.
Jericho, thank you for the Prime subscribe.
Thank you, sir.
Jericho.
Jericho. So, sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, I vote straight southeast, straight to the island.
My only concern is if it's maybe on a different area that we have to go to cross the river, but I figured probably southeast is probably fine.
This is all untamed wild, so there's no like.
Indeed.
I mean, can we attempt a history check to see if there's a rumored easiest path to this island?
I mean, it is the wilderness, so, and you did not have a lot of communication with any of the locals or any like guides or anything like that, so it would be possible, maybe, but the DC currently would probably be too high for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So-
it absolutely makes sense, and I agree with it. Yeah, no, Necray's going to be very bullheaded with the. We just need to get straight to the island, so he's going to be pushing for southeast.
About as you've crossed, you've been traveling for about an hour, because you need to remember these X's are huge, right? You've been traveling for about an hour, and the first person to notice is actually Vess. You smell the stink of moldering plants, and you notice an ominous silence that seems to be pervading in a sunken clearing in the woods, kind of like 30 feet to your left as you're slowly advancing through the woods.
Isn't that nice? So it was
Hmm.
coming from the west.
Sorry, what?
It came from when.
So
the-
it is. So you're slowly advancing, and you notice to your left as you're advancing, slowly, kind of like heading southwards to your left. So basically towards the west. You notice the stink of moldering plant and like this strange silence in what seems to be is this like it's a clearing, but the wooden floor seems to be going a bit deeper, like as if it's slightly sunken in. You don't see exactly what's over there because the forest is dense, but you do see that there's a clearing there for the rays of light passing through the canopy there that is non-existent, and that's pretty much what attracted your attention.
Well, I pointed out to the other my fellow companions something weird about this place. Yeah.
I've had
That is not a pleasant smell.
It does smell death.
Yeah, we should not linger here longer than we need to.
So you move on.
Nicray would be trying to drive the party southeast.
Excellent. So you ignore this clearing and you keep going forward, correct?
Well, depend.
Depends on.
Why would you want to move forward, Nick?
Because I need to recall information. What's the name of the island we're going to?
Candlemere.
Because Candlemere is the answer to our has the answer to our questions. So that is our destination. That's where we need to go.
Anybody else agreement?
Well, naturally, we're on this way to Kingmaker. I don't see the confusion here.
I'm not eager to find anything coming from an area that smells like that.
So you advance forward.
We advance forward.
Excellent. The trek is made decently well. You make good pace. Part of the area that you are in is so it is more or less hills covered by forest. With the deeper parts of the hills currently having hey, thank you for joining the fight, Sora Virus. And yes, the setup is great. Thank you so much for the interface. It's Foundry VTT. So as you slowly advance, you notice that a bit further to the west is a large swampish area, and it kind of spills into the forest area that you are in right now. So the lower parts of the forest are, at that time of the year, covered in shallow water or perhaps deeper water depending on the area. So you have literally areas that have trees sticking from small ponds, rivers here and there. So the trek itself is not that hard, especially since it hasn't rained recently, or rather in the last 2 or 3 days. But the trek itself requires you to maybe go around a bit more than you should have, jumping to cross little rivers and ponds. So it is not a straight line, making it difficult terrain per se. So you are making good time for the area that you are in, perhaps just not as much as you'd have hoped. And you have a feeling that if you press on, you might find camp in the dark, or you might want to camp here. Jesus. Hey, thanks for joining the fight, Eddie Nessa. Very, very thankful. And we have met our 160 followers goal. Thank you so much for that, guys. Okay, so that does mean that we can roll an item for that. Anybody wants to roll a D100?
Magic talking sword.
No, it's not how it works.
What, I can't get Black Razor?
No, you cannot get Black Razor.
I know, do you want D100?
All right. How about a magic talking shield?
No, not a magic talking shield.
You
What
want to
about
do?
a dragon?
Yes, you already...
Thorin Howlett,
Wait,
you're right.
wait.
It's a Tiramarin Knight, so we need a magic talking spear.
No, and we already have a teacup dragon.
So you want a D100?
Yes, I want a D100.
There you go.
Lucky number 7.
Lucky number 7. Just give me a second. Let me see here.
A second.
That does
teacup
not
dragon.
bode well for us rolling good tonight.
Bro, come on. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so that's going to be that arcana here. Number 7. Just give me a second. I want that here.
Statistically speaking, anything from 1 to 10 or from 90 to 100 should be good.
Okay, just give me a second. Let's put it like that. So it is a rune, so that's a good thing. 2, 3.
That's right, Thorin. It's a bilingual magic polearm.
It can insult you in multiple language.
Now go away before I insult you.
Okay. So as you are walking, there is this glimmer of an object that you find on the ground. The first person that finds it, Vess, of course, is great eyesight, lifted up, and it is a stone that seems to be almost translucent, with a rune etched upon it. Just give me a second. I will put it in your inventory.
Okay. Look, guys. I find something shiny.
Oh, you did? Is that
that a
clear
crystal?
rock?
It is somewhat of a clear rock, yes. Let me do that. Because I want to be sure that it is not identified.
Thorin's over here just making up words now.
Just give me a second. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. And it is in your inventory, Vess. It is called the unusual object.
May I try to investigate that? Or
It takes normally 10 minutes of calm in order to do that. Just give me a second.
do we still have the card?
We do still have the cart. That's why we went so far out of the way to cross the river.
That's right. The giant snake. Dragon.
I have a question, Gilali. What's that you sent me?
Oh, that was a mistake. That's a keybind from. Don't ignore that. I'm sorry. I'll get rid of that.
So no, Gilali sent me messages. I'm like, what? Doesn't make any sense. For me, anyways. I hope it makes sense to someone.
All right, so who had the prediction that Galali was drunk first?
Right. Okay, just give me a second. Here we go. Perfect. Hey, Sasa! Nice to see you. We need to get going the Power Ranger games. That was great. We had I made
That was
Power Rangers
very
game.
cool.
It was amazing. Yeah. All right. So, let's go back.
I would like to investigate the shiny.
It would take 10 minutes for you stopping the group if you do so. So does the group decide to break for the evening and kind of like catch perhaps some daylight in order to get one camping activity more? Or do you wish to push forward and maybe set up camp in the dark?
I don't want to set up camp in the dark. There's no telling what we'll set camp up on. We can't see.
So, what is everybody else saying?
Necray would unreasonably be pushing people forward. However, if the majority of the group does wish to stop, he would, he wouldn't. He would listen to the majority.
For that, you guys are gonna need to talk about it. Oh no, roleplay.
What's that word?
What's that word?
Do that, what does Vess say? Okay, never mind. Lucian will say, I think pushing forward is more dangerous than worthwhile. We've already fought one creature, and that was during the day, or railing hours of the day. I can't imagine we are that much better at night compared to some of the creatures that could hunt. It would be far more logical to sleep.
I agree. Not all of us can see well in the dark, Necray.
Sister. Well, we could see just fine in the dark. All right, we'll set up.
I do not share that heavily.
I don't want anyone with
What? Why?
No, wait. Halfling.
No, the halfling has the low light. No, sorry. The
Oh,
halfling
really?
does not have dark vision. His
Okay.
socks does.
Oh.
All right. So we are
It's the
once.
seeing eye fox.
That's only you.
So, as you notice, it is about 5:43 on the dot. So for some reason you get that information. Gilali, do you prepare the camp?
Yes, yes, I am going
Excellent.
to
It is a
prepare the
crit
camp.
success. Do you do the same activities?
No,
the
because
crit.
I won't heal.
I guess I will check the stone,
Okay,
the
so
unusual object.
you will take your first hour in order to do that. Perfect.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
Just give me a second. I will ask you to just give me a second. Can I show that to everybody? So if you go in your menu on the items, you should have a little question mark next to
Yep.
the unusual object. I want you to press that.
Okay. The nature
Unnatural
of this
object.
object is unclear.
Yes. And you can please you can click on one of those link that I have just sent you.
Let me a second. Just looking at what do I'm good at. Okay, occultist or arcana? I will go with like occultist, like
Go right ahead.
finding in more things that I studied in the past.
Absolutely.
Good.
And that is a success. So you will,
We
we will be sure that. Give me a second. Can I advance?
So guys, the
Here we
shiny
go.
was the rune of ghost touch. What?
Ooh.
Yeah.
So while he's doing that, Nakuri, are you hunting and gathering?
Yes, please.
Excellent. Lucian, what do you do?
I'll organize watch since he's not.
Excellent. So, Gilali, you're setting up the fire, preparing everything. Nakuri does his usual thing, going off in the distance, preparing hunting and so forth. While, of course, we have Lucian organizing the watch. Again, that's a failure. Meager things in the marshlands. Sadly, you get only 15 basic ingredients from your hunt, Nakuri. And for Lucian, preparing a camp, especially like in the marshes and stuff like that, you don't have like a very good and solid defensive position. It's pretty hard to make it feasible to defend. So while you don't succeed at making something that would give you an edge, you do have the opportunity to not hinder or anything like that. So you're not able to mask or anything of any of the areas and so forth. To answer your question, Sasa, this is Foundry VTT. It is the official Kingmaker campaign, so it is part of the full package that you gain with it when you purchase the module. It's really great, seriously. It's one of the best, well-made modules I've ever seen. That being said, you do have a second activity that you can make. What I will do for you, if you wish, Gilali, is if you want to keep cooking, I will consider it a critical success. So if you're cooking for two more, like for the second action, if you cook again, it'll be critical success for your cooking. That's fine. Is that fine with you?
Yeah, I'll just keep cooking. She probably doesn't feel like going to forage right now anyway.
Perfect. Excellent. Second action, what are you guys want to do?
On the way back from hunting and gathering, then I guess Nakray would probably forage in his frustration that he can't hunt anything.
Excellent. Just give me a second. Forage here. That will be a lot of items from the forage. Just give me a second here. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do that here. No, don't want to refill the material trove. You've rolled a 20. So you found, you are level. Give me a second, level 2. So you found the equivalent of 4 gold pieces of material, which is actually substantial. For this, I will add it to, I believe, who's doing most of the crafting? I believe is Gilali, so I will be adding to her material trove. Refill material trove. Please select character. Here we go.
I
Okay.
can't. I could help, but I still not sure. Like, well, I think I can basic craft because I have a basic crafter's book.
Yes, you can basic craft, and I believe that you do not have the ability to craft anything other than that, because that would be requiring feats of... Yeah, you can only basically... Anything that's not magical and not alchemical, you can do. Whereas Gilali can actually craft potions.
Actually, never mind.
Actually...
I just I just saw like the quantity of my bolts. I was like, do I have enough? I was like 7. That's not too much. And then I saw, oh, I have another pack, 30
Yes.
on one camp.
What is the second action that you do, Ves?
I just stuck with with like either Nick 3 or
Go right ahead.
Lucian. Like I will butter them each on their turn and say something like, "Oh, hey, you know that runes I found out on the ground? Well, apparently, is a rune of ghost touch. So it's pretty useful against ghosts and stuff. You ever saw a ghost? I don't think I've ever seen a ghost. I don't.
We haven't seen
Right.
ghosts, but we were hearing ghosts back at that fort.
Yeah, the whale. Well, apparently, this specific rune makes ghosts very vulnerable. So I don't know which one of you two, the fighters, I mean, the strong arms of the group, will enjoy more this stone, but I feel like it might be best used in either of your hands.
Can his blade even handle a rune? I'm not sure if it's slotted.
From my knowledge of runes, I'd guess pretty much every type of weaponry can have some sort of runes over time. I guess they have a maximum amount, but tell me if I'm wrong.
DM, can Nicray recall information? Can his trident hold a rune?
You can make a knowledge arcana check, please. Or just an arcana check for me, please.
Oh, I gotta click on something. Okay, hold that. Knowledge.
No, not in the lore, in your core skills. Arcana.
Arcana.
So the top
Untrained.
left, right
Yeah,
side.
we got
yes.
this.
You
Let's
are
go.
untrained, yes. 12. So, you do know that runes typically go in weapons, and normal weapons can normally take runes. But there are... So, the way it works is that there are what we called enhancement runes and ability runes. In order to gain a special propriety rune, you need first to have these, either a rune of striking or a rune of... Just give me a second. I'll... Give me a sec. Alright. So, details. So you need a potency rune in order to gain a magic propriety to a weapon. A potency rune is basically something that makes it a +1, +2, +3, or +4 weapon. Fair enough. A +1 weapon can have one special property. A +2 weapon can have 2 special property.
Can they be taken on and off?
They can be taken on and off, but it requires a spellcaster in order to do that. A crafter specialized in magic items can do it. I do believe that currently is outside of... yes, is outside of anyone's realm of ability. So you will need to find someone that is proficient in crafting magic items in order to affix this rune to a weapon. It will, though, require as well a potency rune. Letting you also know, there are a type of runes called striking runes, which are pretty common. These runes basically do not count as part of the the ability runes. So, for example, +1 weapon can have a striking rune and an effect rune. These striking runes, what they do is they double, triple, or quadruple the dice that you roll for your weapon. So, for example, a longsword that deals
Ooh la
1d8, a weapon that deals 1d8, with a lesser striking rune would deal 2d8 of damage, plus whatever, plus the +1, of course, and whatever ability that you want to put with it.
And
Normally, the price for one striking rune like that is about 30 gold.
from my understanding, you get the striking rune. Do you still need the proficiency rune, the +1 first?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess either I keep it in my pocket for now, but when we get a little hat on or go to a village where we can put it, I have this.
I believe I'm the only one with a weapon that could wield it this time, but I also do not believe any of us here know how to put it in, and I'm not going to risk my weapon to untrained hands.
Oh, no, I perfectly understand. No worry. But you have a rune already on your sword, Lucian.
Yes,
Fancy.
it is the Aldori way. Be prepared and take good care of the weaponry.
Oh, well noted. I'll look out for more of these for you guys if you ever need some.
And slowly, the sun dives down, letting place to the night, and you guys rest for the evening. You awaken to slight rain, sadly, which could have been worse, but you do feel well rested enough. You wake up to the in the very early hours of morning, around 5 a.m., to an eerie tune that is slightly played, something like perhaps a thin whistle or a flute. Seems to be coming off in the distance. Would be in a direction that would stray you from your path, but if you're hearing the music, it's not that far away. Letting you with a choice of either packing up right now, going towards there, or continuing on to your adventure and towards Kingmaker Island.
Is it just music, or is there anything accompanying?
I describe it as a hauntingly beautiful music.
Yeah.
It is perhaps a complaint. It is almost like somebody was playing an ode to something.
Okay. But there's no, like, I guess what I'm asking is there, like, any kind of, like, it sounds elvish and it sounds gnollish, that kind of thing.
Do you have lore music?
No.
Sadly, if you had, you could have rolled for it, and that would have been great. But in the meantime, sadly, you don't have enough musical knowledge in order to get that grasp. Like, sadly, Lindsay's not there when you need her. So, what do you guys do?
You want to go check that music?
Nicole, do you hear that?
I do. It's interesting. I want to break camp and load the cart and get Michał Bihali on the way.
The horse seems to be ready to work.
It sounds close.
You know what that music is? It's none of our business.
You do also have the feeling that whatever strays you from your path, even as it is, if you set up now, you will reach probably the lake by today's dusk. At the dusk. So anything that would delay you would probably mean that you're arriving to Kingmaker Island later than you probably wanted.
So
I don't believe it is logical to delay ourselves. We already know there's at least one druid amongst them. We really need to learn more about the plains from. We know he went over there, and at least I believe he's been captured, maybe killed already. But It would be more logical to rush to his aid than to follow music in the forest. I don't know what kind of witch lays out here, and I have no interest in finding out any spells.
I couldn't agree with Lucian more. Everyone in the cart. Onward.
And the car sets off. Yes?
Is Necree look his normal self? Like, I feel him like more grumpy than usual for the past 2 days. So
I would not call it grumpy. You've seen him more driven, more single-minded in his intent. Just give me a second. You can roll perception for me.
oh yeah, that's perception.
Ooh, for Vest? Yeah. Actually, is advantage a thing in
There's no advantage. Did I say with advantage?
No, you didn't. In my head, I'm thinking.
I was like, wait, no.
Best the character is like super perceptive, and Necray is clearly not himself. So
Yes.
like,
as pretty much Necree just mentioned, Necree seems like in the last. So since you've left Oleg's, something had seemed to trouble him. I mean, you were there and witnessed what happened in Befallen, his sister, and the discomfort that she'd seemed to be overtaken with. In the last few days, it seemed to have gotten better. But since leaving the Stag Lord's fort near the Tuskwater, he seemed single-mindedly driven in order to reach Candlemere Island.
I will probably go toward Necree and like pull on either sleeve or bottom of his shirt because it looks less pull from my 4 foot high. I am. Hey, there's something bothering you these past 2 days? I mean, seem. I want to say driven, but I don't know. Are you alright?
what? Yes, of course. I'm fine. We've got, we've got many questions, and the answers to what we seek are on Candlemere Island, and we need to figure out what's wrong, with Galali and the forest, and how to get into the fortress. Of course, that's why we're going to Candlemere Lake to get into the fortress.
As he's saying that, Vess, your investigating mind catches on to certain turn of phrase that he's saying. Now that you're paying attention, doesn't seem that he's. It seems that he's perhaps hiding some of the details, or perhaps not telling the full truth.
I don't want to stumble in your application. Yeah, just try to think for everybody, and I don't know, have some fears that going to Canada, yes, where we want to go, but are we rushing things? Like, are we ready for that kind of challenge? Space? I don't know. I'm just while you want to take care of your sister, and I feel if I'm wrong, that's what you're trying to do most. Well, if you get yourself captured, even worse, injured, still, haven't we doing this fast? I don't know. Just preoccupied with it.
No, absolutely. No. I mean, I don't know, of course, the specific dangers of Candlemere Island, but,
Well, we know the Stag Lord is there.
anything we, anything we face together, and, we haven't failed yet. Lucian was kind enough to show us, how not to handle a frost giant. So that was a generous.
He got one lucky hit. I slipped on some wine. It's fine. I would have been fine.
Of course. I look at him smirking a little.
All right, so onward, Mihabiali, aya.
And he goes forward.
Let's be cautious.
I haven't seen him in the chat. Is
No, I haven't seen him, chat.
Mihao, are you here? Because your horse is gonna befall great dangers if you're not in the chat.
The question is, does the horse swim?
We're gonna learn today.
Just give me a second. I want to do some things. Where is it? Where is it? Into the wild. Stolen lands. Stolen lands. Here we go. That's gonna be better. Perfect. Excellent. So, the party decides to move on and continue forward. Again, the progress is really not as well as you wanted. Does the horse roll? We don't know yet.
Is there a bridge on this side?
So, as you are approaching this area, you notice that... just give me a second. I don't think there's a bridge on the other side, no. No, so you're basically just, like, on the northern side of this forest area, with this river in between both of you. Between yourself and the other side of the river. You do see that on the other side of the river seems to be what is almost decayed trees. As if like the marshland in this area had overtaken this area. There's also this almost like sickly sweet stench of decay that hangs, that seems to be seeping from that area of the woods. And like this area seems to be more of a like clearing with dead trees and branches and so forth, making it pretty much like marshy and unpractical if you ever cross on that side of the river. You do though see, standing kind of like in the middle of this glorified pit of decay, this large gnarled trees, heavy gnarled tree with branches knotted around and so forth, and seems to be like, almost like from a distance what you think is a stag, or rather the bones of a stag somewhere in the tree branches. It's kind of weird and strange. It would require you crossing a river and going actively closer for you to investigate it.
Guys, would that be like a sign of stag lord?
If you want to get wet, cold, and muddy, go ahead and look closer. I'll stay here.
I don't think we have time to cross the river. But a gnarled matting of trees shaped in the like a stag, and we're chasing someone named the Stag Lord. I don't think we need to look in one of your books, Vest, to deduce that.
He will bleed and die like any other man.
Oh, just saying that if that symbol can give us some information more about them, but whatever. Yes. Scratching my head.
This poor investigator.
He just wants to go look at stuff. And we're like, no.
Notice who you've manifested Mihao Bailey in chat, and apparently Samson.
Yeah, it's amazing what the internet can do.
Yes, the horse with a great name is fine for now. So, just a little tangent here. Did you know that I had a full chat with him about the horse and what the horse could or could not be?
That's fantastic. And Marmoset, like our friend Mihao Bahali, he does roll very elegantly when he trips.
Yes. I mean, like, if there's one thing that we can see about Mihao Bailey is that he looks beautiful in everything he does and graceful. So the horse can pretty much translate to that. He also has, I think, some kind of an angel fetish, but no, we won't get into that yet.
Huh?
Nothing. So, does the party move on?
Necray would be urging the party along straight east.
Straight east?
Or well, actually, I guess are we following the river to the?
You tell me. So, do you follow the river or you go straight east?
We can't risk it, but we don't know if there's a bridge on west either. Or...
As far as with a horse or a cart, can we roll survival? Do we need to roll survival in order to view the path of least resistance?
With condition of the
The
area.
last time
Go ahead.
the last time we talked about fording a river, it was a choice of doing it and risking everything in the cart, or just not doing it, and we chose not to do it because risking everything in the cart seemed really bad.
You are correct. We don't need to ford a river in this case. We're either going southeast along the river bank or straight east through the woods and then
That's what we're talking.
southeast down. It's just which hexagon we're going to next.
I mean,
so is there a visual path of least resistance?
Going and coming through directly east would be the path of least resistance.
That is where Necray would be trying to drive the trusty steed Saint Mihao Bihali.
Saint Mihao. So I've tried to become a saint. Apparently, you need to be dead in order to be a saint. So we don't want to call him saint.
I can make that happen.
You also need to perform 3 miracles, my good man. And,
Thank you for joining the fight, Vanya. Yeah, well, I mean, like. Yeah.
Well, you know what? You got. Well, never mind. Those.
I don't know. Crossing that river was probably a miracle.
So I'm Canadian. So I'm Canadian. So that's one miracle right there. Thank you so much.
Nice try, Ryan Reynolds.
I mean. So, anyways, as you are adventuring. Hey, salut Van. So it's my friend that looks like. She's gonna hate me saying that. But I have a friend since forever. I thought that she looked so much like Felicia Day. And it was like, you look so much like Felicia Day! And she's great. And now she's like, hey Van, you're currently in like radio show or something like that, right? While she's answering that. Nice. She's a redhead now too. Cool. Nice to see you, Van. I haven't spoken to you in a while. We should change that. Anyways, as you advance further into the forest, slowly venturing, you do come across a clearing, which would be pretty much the best place for you to set up your camp. As you're slowly inspecting this area, the sweet smell of meat that is currently cooked on a fire catches your drift. Gives you the impression that perhaps upwind, perhaps a few minutes off, is probably a camp or a house or something similar. But you do not see anything off in the distance. Would you pursue that smell or decide to camp where you are as you are now?
Yolali, you didn't start cooking back there, did you?
That's not me. Someone might be camping nearby.
We are near enemy territory. Do we really want to risk alerting them?
I don't like the idea of setting up camp this close to another supposed camp.
So do we ambush?
This time, I think we should go take a look.
Alright. Let's at least try to ambush.
Necray would get off the cart and tie Mihao to a tree.
Excellent. Mihao would eject, clearly wishing to be part of action, but relents as you decide to advance forward.
It's all right, Mihao. You're a good horse. We tried you holding a sword, and it doesn't work out.
The horse somehow seems offended.
He would.
So, you make your way through the forest and Dan Forest. Are you advancing at a standard pace? What are you trying to achieve?
Sneaky, stocky pace.
Sneaky, stocky pace. And who's coming with?
I will be.
Please,
I will
everybody.
come along.
Necray has the sudden urge to look behind him to make sure that that his group is with him. Lucian, of course, just out of his protection range.
Absolutely. So I would like everybody to roll a stealth check for me, please.
Forever cursing the witch who made my cloak not black. Stealth, where is that?
Yes.
There we go.
Stealth. I am rolling stealth because I can find it. Stealth.
So strangely enough, the halfling in a blue coat stands out like a sore thumb as you are advancing. Kind of like standing there and wondering, he's like looking at you for a second, wondering why you're hiding. Off in the distance, you do see what seems to be a small hovel, and some kind of large dog currently sitting on the porch. The door is open, and it seems that... Oh, Gilali, wow, okay, sorry. So Gilali and Gilali and Vess are holding hands, standing upright, and just being like, what are you guys doing? As, of course, Nikri and Lucian are stealthily trying to make their advance. There doesn't seem to be anybody that comes to meet you or anything like that, other than that large dog, kind of like lifting its head and looking in your general direction. The moment it does so, Gilali, you notice that that's not a dog. Seems to be some kind of large cat.
Did you say cat?
Yes, I said a cat. C-A-T, cat.
Oh.
Yes, yes, meow. Yes.
Maybe your fox impression.
Yes. But like the size of a big dog.
That's a very large cat.
Yes, it sits there lazily, seems to have caught... oh, sorry, that's right. I'm being corrected. You're not a halfling, you're a gnome. I'm sorry. So yes.
Yeah, I was curious about that.
The big cat doesn't seem to pay attention right now to what... Well, it notices you, in general, but doesn't seem to be reacting to it.
Well, Lucian will just kind of look to Nakri, and after a few seconds, awkwardly stand back up and slowly make his way towards the house.
Excellent.
Yeah, I agree. And Nikri walks toward the house.
The creature on the porch kind of like slowly stands up and stretches. You've seen drawings of sorts of that animal before, and it is what seems to be a puma. Puma? Am I saying it right? Puma.
Yeah.
You
Puma.
are absolutely saying that correct.
A puma. So it is a big cat.
It's like a big cat.
It's
Like a puma.
It's like a puma.
Oh man.
Noticing the movement of the cat, some old man comes out from within the hovel and catches glances at you. In his hand seems to be what is a chicken leg, and he's dressed in very dirty brownish and greenish clothes. Doesn't seem to be wearing any armor or anything of the sort, but it seems that at one point it was covering it a bit more, and seems that since like thorns and so forth, like there's a sleeve that's halfway cut shorter than the other one, and the person has not seen the importance to repair anything on his outfit as of yet. It gives you the impression of a very old and recluse hermit of sorts. He looks at you for a second and kind of like scratches his puma while taking a bite from his chicken, and stays silent, kind of like wondering what you guys are gonna do. Yes, Vess.
Does he have like a goatee, a little bit bald or something?
No, he has very, like, his hair clearly should have been cut a while ago. It's white in color. He has a long, unkept beard with some, like, patches with dirt stuck in it and so forth, and probably, like, some knots that can be noticeable from the area that you are in. It's really not kept. Yes, Lucian.
Are we still in the charter region? Like, this is our land, right?
Give me a second, I'll tell you in a moment. That's a very good question. Yes, that is still technically your lands.
Okay. Well, in that case, Lucian will kind of just say, like,
I am Lucian Aldoy, a servant of Lady Jamandi Aldoy. This is our land. We have been chartered to it. We are currently in the look for Candlemire Keep. Do you know the way?
He takes another bite from his chicken, kind of like seeming to weigh the for and against of answering your question. And then just like lazily points eastwards.
And do you have means to access it?
A boat, you mean?
Yes. Yes.
I have one to sell if you wish.
More like rent? Would renting?
I'm not renting a boat that won't come back.
Why don't you think it would come back?
Because you're going to Candlemere.
And I am an Aldori. Your boat will return safely.
Can we,
I have a
can,
boat to
can we
sell.
expound? Can we expound a little bit on what's on Candlemere that would make us not return?
So I would like to know that too.
Anybody that's went has not come back. Simple as that.
Okay, all right, that's fair. That is very simple. Okay. Two questions. One, how much do you sell your boat for?
2 gold pieces.
Galali, do we have that?
That's nothing.
Well,
No.
it is kind of expensive.
No,
we have a
we
ton
don't.
of gold.
We don't have
You
that.
do,
All right.
you do have a ton of gold.
Yeah, we have
Galali,
67
much-
gold.
How much do we have?
I don't want to spend too cold on a boat.
I can't
How
spend
much do you want to spend on a boat, Galali?
It is indeed a submarine when it goes in water.
Oh my God.
Nothing.
Oh, that's great.
So you want to fight him? Is that you want to steal?
Are we,
his-
are we saying this out loud in character?
Yes,
No,
apparently.
He's whispering to Galali. He's
Okay,
whispering.
I mean,
I thought it was.
I
I thought it
mean,
was obvious in the subtext.
no, that's fine. Okay, you're whispering. This is your one chance. You were whispering. Okay.
Sorry,
Mm,
I thought it was clear in the subtext. If it wasn't clear in the subtext, I apologize. Nicrae whispers to Galali, "Do we have that? No, yada
Oh,
yada yada. So you
we-
want to fight him and steal
Oh no,
this
no,
man's
no! I
boat?
don't want. No, I don't want to do that.
Okay. Well, good, because I agree with that. So how
Okay,
much do you want to pay for the boat?
whatever the party agrees on, it's fine.
All right, lads. So back to the
Yes, the old man.
the hermit. Second question. Sorry. What time of day is it?
As we are looking at the time of day for now, just give me a second.
If I remember, you said we were
It
going to make
is
the
almost.
shore.
It is 3:30-ish.
Okay, so we'll
You
Wow.
would arrive.
Right.
You would arrive at sundown on the shore.
to the shore by sundown. Okay. All right. That's not a bad price. It's a little steep for boats these days. We would like to offer you 1 gold for the boat.
1 gold.
He seems to be scratching like his beard for a second, taking it into consideration, seeming unsure for a moment. I would have you roll society, please.
This is a weird bargaining tip. And I say that society. Ooh, yeah. Finally, something I have a plus in. Did
One
the plus
gold.
help?
1 gold is fine.
Excellent. Galali? Hey, the man.
Okay.
And
Shouldn't we
Nicrae-
look at the boat before we pay for it to make sure there are no holes?
Sure. Look at the boat and all right. Yeah, I guess we should do that.
Alright, I'll take you. And the man kind of like goes back inside, seems to be taking a walking stick, takes what's left of his chicken in like a little basket that he's like, holding in one hand, kind of like walking it with it. And the cat, the huge, large puma, just stands up and follows after him. He seems to want to keep his distance in between between himself and you, but slowly guide you toward the shores of Candlemere. But an hour's walk away. Give me a second. I'm not moving this. I want to move this here. Excellent. On the shore, there's this hidden kind of like with branches and other thing. Seems to be this small boat. It's enough to fit perhaps about 8 people. It is in better shape than you expect seeing the state of the man. There's one fishing rod inside of it that he doesn't seem to really care about, and lets you see the boat.
Galali,
Okay.
this is a good boat, right?
I give the boat a look over to make sure that it's not going to sink and drown all of my friends.
You do not have any experience in boating, but from boats you've seen before and like you've read about, it looks good.
I think it's okay.
Excellent.
Perhaps I can help with my architecture lore. I don't know.
I mean, it's not architecture. Sorry.
Engineering maybe.
Not even, because there's no engineering to the keel of a boat, really.
Now it's a very, very fair assumption that this is a people boat and not a Mihao Bahali boat, right?
This is indeed so this is not a Mihal Bailey boat. Unless you really want to take a horse on a boat.
We do not, which is why I preface that with clearly this is a people boat.
Yes.
But
you are confident that Mihal Bailey can probably defend himself against a puma.
Yeah, Necre's gonna look at the hermit and be like, I know you don't believe that we're gonna come back. However, we do need someone to take care of our horse and our cart. So if we can offer you,
here's an offer. If we do not come back, the cart and everything in it is yours, as well as the horse. If we do come back, then we take it and we leave.
I would offer you boarding fees, of course, for you know, caring for Mihao.
2 gold.
Excellent. So you said 2 gold for the boat. We said 1 gold. You agreed. 2 gold for this. We'll say 1 gold. You agree, and we'll see you in a couple days.
Fine.
We appreciate you, everyone in the boat. Grab what you need from the cart.
You extend a hand in order to get paid.
Oh, Galali? Coins?
Here you are.
Hey,
This is for the boat.
these aren't Pitaxian coins.
The gold is
No,
pure.
this is real money.
What do you mean, real money?
Well, I don't know what the other word you just said is.
It's not money from Pitax.
No, this is Befallen. As I said, we are from Lady Jamande Aldoi. This is our land now.
He sighs.
This is the currency that will be accepted.
He sighs, taking it, taking a bite out of it, kind of he's, unsure about what you're saying. But since you're literally 5 people and he's 1 with a puma, he decides, I'll leave it at that. And let you board the boat. Meaning that you will reach the island by sundown.
I heard my name.
Bess,
Yes.
what's that word he said?
The taxman?
Yeah, that one.
It's the kingdom near us.
Thank you, Bess.
We're all on a boat.
We're just messing with you, Lucian.
Oh, shit.
You know, next year.
Thank you, Lucy.
Oh, look, a spoon.
I mean, if I recall correctly, Pitex is the king who sent the assassins out. Or Jamandi.
So, recalling this, indeed, it's not exactly that he sent it. Pitax is a kingdom. The only real piece of lore that you know about Pitax and that pretty much everybody knows is that king is called Rovetti Tartuccio. Rovetti Cartuccio.
Cartuccio.
Cartuccio. And he is king. And while you didn't have proof, it was heavily implied that he was the one that, or at least someone in this kingdom, hired the Black Tears that attacked you during the events that happened at Lady Jamandi's manor.
Proof enough for me.
So, the gnome that we talked about was named Tartusio?
No, his name was So his name was Tartuccio. The king's name is Irovetti Cartuccio.
Wow. Way to roll the tongue, Phil. Thank you.
I think the hardest part of it is trying to say it with an English accent. Parce que sinon c'est Irovetti Cartuccio.
Ugh, let's do it like Italian with the little hands.
Yes, yes. Anyways, so take the boat. I mean, since none of you have real boating experience, it takes some time in order to figure out how, like, you spend probably, like, the first, like, 15 minutes figuring out, like, no, you row at the same time as I do, and, you know, we're not rowing in the right way, or, like, we're going offshore, we need to go up current, and, like, you know, figuring all that up. So this crossing of the river takes about 45 minutes to an hour, reaching the shore pretty much at sundown. It's difficult to tell where the lake itself ends and the island begins, because the profile itself is kind of low, and the darkness itself makes it slightly harder for you to basically notice it. You've noticed that you've reached the island the moment that you feel the of the boat kind of, like, you know, stopping on the sandy shore of the island, and where it's too shallow in order for the boat to continue onwards. There is, off to the distance, perhaps some 100 meters from where you were, as we're now not moving anymore, you notice that there's a dilapidated pier extending from one of the island's shore, but that's pretty much what you see, and before you is this largish island. You have the feeling that it would probably take a day in order to go around the full island and pretty much see everything that there's to see upon it. And it's hard to say if, like, off in the distance, in the middle of the island itself is what seems to be this small hill. It is hard to say if parts of what you see with the sun slowly dying down and so forth, if what you see are rocks or ruins or any parts of vegetation or anything of the sort. The shore, though, near where you are, seems to be littered with what seems to be remains of wooden crates that seem to be in the best condition of anything else that you can see for now. Yes, Vess.
2 questions.
Yes.
First off, how old-looking are those crates? And the second question would be, like, on the shores next to, or even in the air from the island, do we see any plume of smoke?
No, you do not.
Pretty dead around here, guys. Even if it's about night, there's nobody making fire. Give me the creeps.
If we do find anyone, are we going to pretend to be one of them, or just slice through them?
Well, I mean, we could try to talk to them first. I don't think we need to immediately slash them in half.
Every
Remember,
time
we're
we've
looking
tried to
for
talk,
answers.
every time we've tried to talk to them, it's
The hermit guy
Yeah.
with the boat and the bargaining knack.
that you got scammed out of
talk
2
to
gold
him.
from. Yes, but they're not bandits.
It worked out so well last time when we tried to pass for them. But yeah. And all are the crates, or do they look like simply put there and just?
So you
forgotten
go
there?
off the boat?
We are off the boat.
Excellent. So do you leave the boat right there on the beach? Do you do anything with the boat?
I'm
or-
on the boat.
Lucien, Vess, you did an amazing job rowing. Excellent job getting us here. Make sure you stow the boat safely.
The whole time, Paul just complaining about water and how wet he is, but he will pick up the boat and drag it closer to the shore. Yeah, closer to the land.
Excellent.
And
While
Vess will probably be exhausted with its tiny arm to have row for the boat.
Excellent. As basically Vess, so the way I understand it, Vess and Lucian are dragging both basically on solid ground, leaving
Yeah.
Gilali and Nakri to do whatever they wish.
Galade, camp.
Camp. Of course. Let me look
Um,
about.
Would you like help setting up the camp?
Sure.
All right. Can Nicaray help Galali set up the camp?
She can. You can. If you roll a survival check, DC 20. If you do, she has a bonus to it.
Oh.
Yes, Lucian.
On my end, while they're doing that and they're putting up the boat, I'm going to be looking to like find a place like put it to where we can cover it with like foliage and kind of hide it better.
Excellent. And I'm guessing that in the meantime, Vest, you're going to check the crates, correct?
Yes.
Excellent. So, we're going to start by the boat. Basically, Lucian, you find a near up against a rock-ish formation. It's kind of like easy to put the boat there. There's some branches that can just be dragged upon it, so it'll hold it there, and it will also kind of like obfuscate it. So unless you're actively looking for a boat, there's no real way for anybody to by chance come upon it. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect. So Lucian, you were saying that you wanted to set up camp. You have a 21, so that means Gilali, you will have a bonus for this. Just give me a second, and we are 1 hour. So we're at 6. And just give me a second. I want to check one thing. What? Give me a second. Region. Forest, Sylvan Forest, Tuskwater, Windbell, Snarlmarsh, Tuskwater. So it is zone 4. So just gonna change that here. Here we go. So that is a crit success for the setting up of the camp. That's great. So you're basically helping Gilali in order to set up the camp. Takes you a few more hours and a few more times, but you're able to set up something that's halfway decent, so that's great. As you're slowly, Vess, as you're slowly inspecting the crates that are there, you notice that they are marked with an insignia that you seem slightly familiar. You've seen it somewhere before. You're not really sure. You can make a lore genealogy check if you wish.
Okay. I'm trying to hide big squares camping.
Sorry, what?
I was trying to close the camping tracker.
I can bring it up. If you just close it, I'll bring it up again.
Okay, perfect. Generally, 4. In the alleyway, just fall off.
Give me a second. 29.
Oh, okay.
It is the insignia. So the first of all is that the box itself seems to be much older than you anticipated before. It seems to be made of a wood that is hardy and hard to come by. An older type of wood that crates were originally made with. Just give me a second. I'll give you. It is the insignia of a Brevik noble house. Just give me a second.
Brevik.
Yeah, from Brevoy.
Okay.
Give me a second. I did not expect you to succeed that, so
Vicious.
I mean,
DM says he expects you not to know shit.
bro, come on.
That's wild.
It is the heraldry of House Rogarvia, which is a house that, as in one night in Brevoy, so it was the original house of the king of Brevoy, and in one night, the entirety of the family disappeared.
Okay.
King included, which pretty much caused a power vacuum, which pretty much results in today's unease and climate in Brevoy.
Mm-hmm. Okie dokie.
Okay. And how long ago did that happen?
You're not sure. Give me a second. So that happened in 4699.
46, 99, and
Yes.
we are
In
47,
47.25.
47. Huh.
So some
So,
like not exactly 30 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
26. Are you pointing this out to other people?
Well, before I point it out, can there's stuff in those crates?
Give me a second.
One.
For those wondering, by the way, my voice does sound weird. I know. For some reason, when it passes through the, it's not that I have something bad going on with my throat. I do not have throat cancer or anything like that. Knock on wood. My sound is just being stupid right now, and for some reason, I've been trying to unplug and plug it, and now it's working. It's deeper, but I'm just. This is my Batman voice. Yes, absolutely. I'm Batman. Anyways, so. What were you saying? Because somebody was like trying to be very helpful and was like, "Yeah, thank you so much." It's just the way it is right now. So, anyways, yes, sorry, I didn't listen to what you were saying.
Yeah, no problem. Get that a lot lately, apparently.
Oh my god!
No. I was wondering what's in the box.
What's in the box?
Jesus.
Oh God! Please tell me it's not Jesus in the box.
We do not address these types of things. So you open it. It's not as solid as you'd expected. You do notice that the wood, while still intact, the nails holding it have somewhat rusted away, giving you access to basically open it. You notice that the lower portion of most boxes have been gnawed through, probably by animals, critters, and anything like that. So basically, the inside of the boxes have more or less either rotted away or have been picked apart by scavenging animals, giving you the impression that probably was originally food or other stuff to survive on the island itself. Save from perhaps a glass vial containing a liquid in it and a tattered leather pouch upon which contains one red gem and 15 gold pieces with marked with the original King of Brevoy's face on it.
I would like to grab both those things, the pouch and the little glass, and bring back like the top of the crate with the heraldry. Bring that back to the group.
Excellent. I will put all that in your inventory, along with the gold pieces.
Look, guy, I found a shiny. Again.
So the second you do show us the insignia, Lucian will kind of like jump to alert, and quickly go, "Where did you find this?"
Well, you know, the crate we all blatantly ignore except for me. Well,
Uh,
that symbol wasn't there.
Yes. What was in the crates?
This little vial, and I showed a little potion that I don't know what it is, and the little pouch.
And Phil, you said this the vial had the face of the king.
No, not the vial. The crate.
No. Oh, the crate. Oh, so the symbol itself. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. In that case, he'll kind of just ignore the stuff that was in the crate and kind of just like look at the lid and just kind of like rest a hand on the insignia for a few seconds, taking a deep breath, and then go sit down and kind of be. He's clearly going through things in his head.
Oh, my investigator's thing is tingling. Oh, okay. Kalili, would you like to investigate the usual liquid?
Would I like to be able to what? With what liquid?
Yeah, I found that vial. Like, I pull out like a little, like a bottle with the weird liquid inside. I don't know what it is. You want to check that?
Let me see. I will
Can I just,
examine
like,
it.
rub there?
Excellent. So if you wish to, so you want to give her?
Yep.
Okay, so you basically open your inventory and drag it on her portrait to the left side of the
I think I did validate.
Nope, you did not.
Where
Yeah,
did
you
I
need
go?
to validate. You need to validate.
Wait. Portrait on the left.
Yeah. Or if you give me a second, I'll just do it because I think it's easier if I do it. Give me a second, okay?
Yeah.
Ba-ba-da. Excellent. Here we go. It is in your inventory.
Thank
It is
you.
the unusual liquid.
Okay, now
You press on the little question mark on the right side of the item.
okay, thank you.
You see that?
No,
Okay, so
trying to get my character sheet to open back up.
So-
I'm so sorry.
So
Okay.
rather, if you want, in chat, if you verify, you can click on one of those checks right there.
Thank you.
Not a problem. It would be an Arcana check, I believe.
Okie dokie.
Sadly, give me a second. Can I? Sadly, you do not decipher what this item is.
This is interesting. I have no idea what this is, but that doesn't make it any less interesting.
Well, we can check that out later, I guess. Good looking out. I'm just gonna click on Lucian for a second.
Okay.
Hey, Lucian, big boy, and I give him like a little punch on the shoulder.
I
What
mean,
are you brooding about?
he'll kind of perk up after a few seconds, say, well, I'm fine. These bandits seem to have resources to the late House Rogovari.
Yes, that's why I figured if they're still alive, the food in the crate was all rotten. Been there for a long time.
Yes, well, maybe they just stole it from them. I highly doubt they have connections to them after their vanishing.
Maybe. Were you delayed with the house, the Rugaria?
He'll kind of shift a bit at that question and clearly debate how to answer it, and then after a while say, I grew up around them, or have memories of them. I was far too young to really recall them too well.
Okay. Well, I don't look like it, but I'm gonna keep it secret. So if you ever need to share some stuff, though, I'll be listening.
Let's not allow the nobles of this land or any land to know. They don't need to know more about me.
No problem. Your secret is safe with me. Well, maybe not with your sword, but with me, sure.
Oh, geez. Okay, the island is much smaller than expected. Just give me a second. I'll fix something.
You suddenly can see thousands of smoke files.
You step on the other hedge. Reach.
Just gonna do that. I will activate navigation and I will activate. Here we go.
Oh.
So as I said, much smaller.
Oh.
We'll remove that so everybody else can see it.
Man, imagine loading that fast. So jealous.
I feel like we're a bit out of the open, citizen.
So everybody loaded?
I did.
I believe so.
Let's say yes and continue.
Okay.
Oh no!
I am.
Aw.
Mhm.
You can check. You can follow on Twitch.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh,
gonna do.
That's not nice. He's-
That guy having loading issues.
I think it just freezes because I'm now reloading it completely. No, but like we're fine. Continue.
Okay, so you're making camp right next to this little, probably like even here-ish, this little like slope area. Make sense?
yes.
Anybody would do anything, or would you let day pass in order to sleep and get yourselves ready to explore the rest of the island for the day coming?
If I recall correctly, we have enough um, food to last us several days without hunting and gathering every night. So
You
The
do have
crate would help.
rations, yes.
yeah, so Necray would, or well, even materials at that point too, right? Like, but
Uh,
Necray would help
No,
set up the camp and-
materials you've used pretty much everything that you've already. You need to remember that you're spending about 15 to 30 ingredients per day
Hmm.
because you're doing hearty meals. Takes a lot of resources in order to do that. So.
Well, with that knowledge then, and how prissy Necray and Galali are, Necray would definitely gather closer to the camp.
Okay,
But he'd go out and see what kind of stuff he could forage.
excellent. Forage or hunt?
Specifically forage, because he would not want to stray.
No, okay,
too
sorry.
far into
What I
that.
mean is he looking for material component in order to create magical objects, forage, or is he hunting and gathering berries, fish, etc. for food?
Oh, Derek is an idiot. He's going to be hunting and gathering.
Okay.
I thought forage was food.
No. Gilali, are you doing anything specific? You don't have a whole lot of things to create a meal right now.
We are low on supplies. I should maybe help find something. This is going to make a terrible meal. I'm going to help him gather food, and then I'm going to cook.
Excellent. So let's just do that here. So this is for oops. This is for hunting and gather for McCree. Oh, that is a success. So you do have 19 ingredients and 3 basic. So that's to add. And now let's do for Gilali's hunt and gather. If you're hunting and gather, you cannot cook though. Fine with that?
Wait, we don't get the like the first action. Well, I guess we could eat rations. We had a hearty meal. I'll just help get. I'll hunt together.
That is a failure, so you only get 19 basic ingredients.
I found a stick.
Pretty
It might be
much.
cinnamon.
It might be cinnamon. Somebody taste it. Quick. What about Lucian? What about Vess?
So Lucian will, since those two are going and leaving the initial area, Lucian will come up to Vess and kind of be like, "Let's let them have their little moment," and he'll reach into his pack and pull out a special bottle that's not been opened, and set it between the two of them. And be like, "Let's instead have a moment to celebrate how far we've gotten."
Oh, I'm fine by it. I actually wanted to explore or like check out that structure up there, tower. I don't like to go in places that I don't.
So you are refusing his drink?
Oh yeah, I'm taking the drink. It's just that I wanted to maybe like go a bit closer tower.
Lucian?
Yeah, no, he's cutting out for me. I don't know if he's cutting out for you. It's really hard to hear him.
He wishes to have a drink, but would like to have it closer to the structure/tower
Yeah.
in the middle of the island.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, yeah, Lucian would have no issue. Be like, yeah, yes, let's go.
Excellent.
All right.
So I would like both of you to make a perception check, please. Ves?
Yes, I'm looking for the perception screen.
It's underneath your HP.
Yep.
Yeah. So. Aha!
Excellent. So you take the small road over there, while I'm guessing the twins are foraging kind of like along here. As you kind of like turn that corner over there, the first thing that you notice, Lucian, is that you have a feeling that, like, quickly, like, looking and blinking, you saw what seems to be torchlight entering into the structure up ahead. As kind of like he makes mention of it and stops, Ves, you kind of stop him, because you notice, like, you saw the light, but there was, like, nobody carrying it. As if it was floating just there in the air.
Option. I already drank. So, I saw a floating torch. I would have liked to give you the room a bit and install it on your swords.
Well, as I said, I don't think any of us know how to put it on.
What do we do? Do you face the ghost? Have a drink? Wait patient?
I mean, we obviously wait for the other two. I don't believe it's a ghost. If anything, it's probably just some guy with fancy tricks.
What does you know about ghost stuff?
Plenty. I've. Oh, sorry, go on.
No, I thought that was a question. I thought that was a question towards me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is a question towards Phil.
Okay, what do you know about ghosts?
Yes.
They walk through walls.
But
They're normally nasty. Swords don't hurt them.
But that was my attempt to, without saying like a recall knowledge. Yes.
Absolutely. If you want to do a recall knowledge, you may. It would be a religion check.
Okay. Not too good in that, but.
All of what I mentioned is what you know about ghosts. Sorry.
Well, no, it's fine, man. I'm not the best at religion. Okay, Lucas, well, do you think your sword, if goes, if it's not, well, praise gods, can your sword do something about it? Sure, it might stop.
What?
You're cutting off and what? You said buy stuff?
I'm cutting off?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you're just too quiet for your mic to pick up.
Okay, wait.
The elegant house would know about ghosts. Horse. The elegant horse. Yes, Horse Meow Bailey definitely knows everything about ghosts.
Both of them. The elegant house and the elegant horse.
Yes.
Both of them.
Yeah, so better. Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
So yes, I am listening.
Okay, so
Oh, Vest buddy, we are very sorry. Your microphone is not picking up anything you're saying after hello.
Nope.
At least I'm not the only one.
So
It is
Lucian, you
technically.
turn towards you turn towards Vess, and you notice that his mouth is moving, but no sounds are coming from it.
I'm trying my best. Oh
Nope.
my god, it's not working.
Oh, now it's working.
Silence has been casted upon
Is
us.
this working?
Now it's
Yes.
working.
Okay, okay. Weird.
Third time's a charm.
The ghost has him. Yes.
Yeah. The ghost stole my mouth. No, I was saying, sorry, Lucian, I got so distracted with that ghost stuff. I was saying, I hope your sword can hit ghosts because my crossbow can certainly not. So,
Yeah, they'll be fine. I've fought many a ghost in my time. They've never posed any issue to me, and you can tell he's just bluffing. Like,
hee hee hee. Okay. I will load a crossbow bolt, just to make sure, and, yeah, like, prepare to scream if need.
Jesus. Perfect. Just give me a second. So you head up towards this ominous area, correct?
Suppose we do. I guess I would draw my sword at that point.
You would what, sorry?
I guess if we're going to continue upwards, then I'm drawing my sword.
Excellent. You both arrive to this small area where the slope goes upwards. Seems to be like this old ancient stair, partially covered by dirt, overlain by nature. And this stand in front of you, what was probably a tower of sorts. Most of it is crumbled and leaves perhaps just like about half of a wall everywhere. So you can see inside of it with the rubbles and so forth. There's no light or anything of the sort, except the shimmer that seems to be dying down from this staircase that seems to be leading down into the underneath the island. And we're back to losing him.
Wonder if it's an internet issue.
I'm not doing anything. I don't get it.
And now we hear you better. It might be
Yeah.
it might be where you're standing there to your microphone.
Well, I'm putting it like
I don't
not in
know,
my
man.
mouth, but
I don't
like
know.
super close. I'll have to test that later.
Sure.
So yeah, as I was saying, I don't know about you, Lucian, but I'll stay upstairs, have that drink now, and just have a watch on if anything creeps out of that stairways.
yes, let us toast to Caden,
Yes. Who's Caden?
the human god of drink and festivities and pleasure.
Heroes.
Huh.
Well, one of those is more important to me.
Fair. So you have your drink. Are you staying there at the base of the stairs? You're going up? Are you going back down the road? Or you're just really just staying there?
I guess we stay there.
Excellent. Other than being a very creepy island in the middle of the night while you're there, it doesn't seem to be having anything really relevant of port or anything of the sort. You don't see any more lights or anything of the sort. Fail the saving throw. The liquor hit you harder than you expected, but it is good. It is very, very good.
Oh, do I have to do?
Yes, you do. Can you share the drink on him? Oh, wait, give me a second. I think I can ask him to make a beverage.
It's probably easier, yeah.
Where is it in your... are you drinking the Eldor wine?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yes. I mean, it is. I think failing is pretty good though at stage 1.
Yeah, yes. Failing at stage 1 is good.
Exactly.
I'm gonna copy it, I guess. Just give me a second. You know what? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna do that. And you should be able to see in chat the fortitude save, correct?
Yeah, I'm actually supposed to hit use from there.
Yeah, you can click use there as well, if you wish. Vess. Do you see the price of the bottle? Shit, you see the price of the
Like
bottle.
25
And he's back to being taken clean by the ghost.
I know. Like 25 votes.
I do love the question if you saw the price of the bottle of wine, as if Lucian's not the personality that would leave the price tag on the bottle of wine, so that way everyone could
I mean,
know that it was a very expensive bottle of wine.
I don't think
gentry.
it'll ever be shown, but like this is a wine from Jamondi's estate. Like he
Yes.
just stole it.
The wine is probably like you could buy a plate armor with the wine.
Yeah, like we could have bought like 25 both with it.
Can you press the use button on it?
Yeah, I'll try, but it's not working.
It's not working.
Oh, probably because it's in my inventory.
Give me a second. Well, you know, I just click use, and it's fine. You're good. And you crit succeeded your saving throw.
Nice.
Good.
So Lucian is drunk, I'm not.
Yeah, he's not drunk, because of course there are stages. Currently, he has bonuses against fear, and that's pretty
Probably
much.
pretty good.
So that's what. So you feel confident about going up these stairs.
Exactly. No ghosts. I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Fair.
Oh boy.
Are you going up?
I mean, if Vest isn't going up, then I'll stay here because,
Vest?
like, I am trained to not go up alone.
Thank you for finishing that sentence.
So,
Yes, Margaret said.
well, wow, that's
Wow, that's really good wine, Lucian. Like, what is this made of?
Well, it's
Why?
from Jamondi's estate, so I'd assume probably one of the best of quality of grapes.
Good to be fortunate. Nice. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
He'll kind of just nod and toast to the sky and go, with to Kaden.
to Caden.
Excellent. And after that, I guess that you go back toward camp?
Yeah.
Excellent. Just give me a second. I'm going to do that here. So camp is done without any itch or issues. You camp for the night, taking rations for all of you, because of course that's all you have to eat. Do that here, and you rest. It is thankfully sunny. Give me a second, and we are good. Wait. And 1, 2. Day comes by, and of course, at the break of dawn, all feelings of unease or anything of the sort seem to dissipate as you all find yourselves at camp, having foraged or explored this small island in small measures as you could. Do you want to do anything?
As we wake up and everyone's kind of, I guess, gathering around
Yes.
some fire or something like that, Lucian will be like, last night we believe we saw a ghost.
Mhm.
Camp?
But no? Oh, no,
What's
no,
your
no, not,
nickname?
You saw a ghost in camp?
no, at the, structure up ahead. Frankly, I think it's just some man playing tricks, maybe to scare off the local.
Okay. Did you see anything else around the tower when you went up there?
No, just a floating torch.
All right. All right. Well,
Cue Ghostbusters theme
That's-
song.
all right. Floating torch. Feeling more confident by the moment.
Yeah. You got any weapon that can injure ghosts, my friend Decree?
Do tridents work against ghosts? Can I roll recall information or like
You can roll a religion check if you wish.
religion check?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course, since it's not a sword, The trident clearly it's.
Superior
Yeah,
weapon.
right? Like that's what I
Superior
think.
weapon.
Oh man, what did you say? Religion. You said religion.
Yes.
Religion? That's what I'm rolling.
So it is not.
What I get? How'd I do? Oh,
So it
he's
is
an
not
expert.
necessarily that. Wait, just give me a second. I want to clarify something, just to be sure. Because I don't want to give you the bad information.
I would like not to have the bad information.
I will
Thank
give
you.
you the good information.
Marmoset, I agree with you. This is a horror film. Splitting the party, going scary towers, seeing floating torches.
Okay. Leave that here.
There's rules to these things.
Okay, so ghosts. It is not that ghosts themselves are immune or unaffected by the physical. It is more that their form are harder to disrupt. So a weapon swung with sufficient force could damage the form of a ghost, but not as much to the extent of for example, ghost touch weapon would. You do know that some holy weapons also have the ability. Some magical weapons do have the ability to land solid blows on ghosts, but it is more that they are naturally resistant to damage per se. Yes, Nakri.
Okay, so first to the DM.
Yes.
His trident is his religious relic weapon, so I would argue that would be a holy weapon. Does that give any ghost pokey bonuses?
So I will ask you this: is there a rune of holy on your weapon?
I would like there to be.
So liking it. So sadly,
hold on, I would like to throw this to Marmoset.
No,
Marmoset, does my trident have a rune of the
watch
holy
what you're saying. But you left it on holy Mihao Bieli. You forgot your holy rune there.
Oh man.
It is highly possible that his trident could have a holy symbol on it, given that his sister is a cleric.
Which would translate into the use of the spell Bless. You are right.
Okay, so Necre turns to the party in response to the Necre. Do you have a weapon that is good against ghosts? And everything the DM said to explain, about it. Necre also eloquently explains that it's not what you swing, but how you swing, and sufficient force, and he feels confident going up against ghosts.
Well, my
Yes.
weapon is made of a type of silver. I assume it goes good against supernatural, and I think we'll be fine.
The Holy Winchester text does state that, so I do believe that you will
Salt
do
and
well
silver.
too.
So what do you guys do?
To the tower of floating torches.
Can I please have the marching order?
Necre would try to go first, but we all know that Lucian is forging ahead.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
So Lucian, you're passing first and entering into the small area. It's a small, very, very small area, about like 20 feet across. The only thing of import there that you do see is a staircase going downwards. Who's falling behind you?
Necre would be second.
Excellent. The moment you pass the threshold, you have at first, disturbing sensation of being watched. Like, unnaturally so. Almost as if like you've attracted the unwanted attention of something of almost unimaginable power. I would like to have you roll your willpower save, please.
Willpower save. I'm rolling my willpower. I didn't find it. Okay, willpower is going to be
It's in the red tab right under perception. You have your fortitude, reflex, and will there.
Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm an expert in willpower save, so it's going to be even more embarrassing when I fail this.
Excellent.
Oh,
you feel yourself
the
shaking.
craze on fire tonight.
You feel yourself shaking, and you critically fail the
What?
save. Yes.
That's
What?
Are we looking at the same screen?
Fail?
Give me a second.
Okay.
I'm gonna do one thing.
That's-
Just give me a second. I just wanna. Can I just drag and drop that on you? Yes, I can.
We don't have that level?
You become settled, and your saves will be affected by that. You have the feeling that you have almost the knowing conviction that unseen stars in the sky above might be looking down upon you, upon this exact spot. And you have this feeling of being incredibly small in the cosmic sense of things.
McRae gets 2 steps within the door. He stops. His arms kind of shoot out to the side, and he crouches down, getting a little low, and he's looking up to the sky, and he's like, "Guys, they're watching us. What do you want from us?"
And we have lost one of them.
Who's falling behind Nakri?
That would probably be me.
Excellent. You pass the threshold.
Yes.
And then Vess passes the threshold.
Who
The moment
who is following us?
the moment that you walk in, Vess, walking at the back, something attracts your attention. There's something disturbing about not this area, perhaps the threshold, the archway that you just passed through. Something attracted your attention. You're not sure what.
Okay. And I do like a perception check.
You can make an occult check.
An occult.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Do I have like any? I don't know. I don't think I have any case linked to that, right?
You do not.
They do.
That is high enough.
Okay.
You notice that there are runes inscribed on the sides of the threshold that you walk. Ancient runes. You're not sure what they mean, but they are definitely of occult origin. It would require perhaps someone who's very, 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 very well attuned to the occult in order to either undo or work with that. Meaning that for now, these runes are beyond you, and you know so. The reason why it affected Nakri was, and that you can decipher, is, and this is what's strange to you. According to these runes, they would be triggered once every 15 minutes to the first person that crosses them that is not allowed.
Okay.
And you vividly remember that Lucian stepped in first.
Huh.
But you know
Lucian.
what? All these questions and interrogation will be answered on episode 8.
No
Oh man!
way.
Oh man!
5 more minutes. 5 more minutes.
Nope,
A whole 2 weeks of being anxious.
A whole 2 weeks of being anxious. I'm sorry, guys. We have hit our soft limit of 10. So this is where we'll be stopping for tonight. There are many questions, I know, and I hope that everything will be answered. I want to thank everybody that's been on the chat tonight. It's really, really nice to see activity. I also thank everybody that subscribed. Really appreciate your effort and like supporting our channel and being there for us. It's really, really appreciated. If you have not done so already, if you verify on Twitch, in the About section, you have the link to join our community at CritCrafters on Discord. The link should be there, so don't hesitate to click it to join our community. It would be great to have you there so you can keep yourself posted on everything that's coming up. In the meantime, of course, in 2 weeks, this 22nd, I believe, just give me a second. I don't have it here with me. Why is it always that I don't have mine? That's what I want to do here. On the 22nd at 8 p.m. as usual. Just be there or be square. We want to be sure that we have 30 people next time. This is the next limit, or 200 people following us. That would be great. I'd greatly appreciate all of that. Hope you guys had fun tonight.
Yeah.
Wow, silence.
We
Wow.
did.
The stone
The
silence.
stone silence.
So I am
That's right.
too busy plotting how to betray these guys.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to figure out why the runes didn't trigger on him first. Man.
Absolutely. Strange questions that will need investigation on the next episode. Excellent, guys.
Dun, dun, dun.
Anything that you guys want to announce?
We'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Let's go.
All right. So we'll see all of you in 2 weeks. For the skates out there, just letting you know that most of us will be at Burka, so we can hang out, anything like that. If you want an autograph or something, just kidding. Not from me.
Wow.
From
I'll
my
sign
friend-
autographs.
from-
Let's
from-
go.
from
50,
Samson.
50 cents per.
Samson is the star here among us. So I mean,
Confirm that Phil does not know how to write.
I do not know how to write. I just write an X.
He knows how to write in metric. He
Yes.
can't write in
yes,
imperial
yes,
yet.
yes. Or my scribe. I'm a sir, right? I have scribes to do that for me because I don't know how to write. Excellent.
Oh, Burka's gonna be all science time. And for those of you who want the full story of what science time is, tune in 2 weeks.
Science time? Oh. All right, guys. Have a great evening. Thank you for being here. Ciao.
Good night.
Bye-bye.